we are not that far from Palm Junction, and also the last cemetery. It's just to my right. Then just after the last cemetery is the Ladade Kotopong Municipal Assembly's offices behind the International Trade Fair Center. We are just next to a refuse dump, and it's been in a real time or a big time mess, and not just in a messy state, but affecting residents in a terrible manner. I'm joined here by one of the concerned residents to then share her experience with us. Welcome to Metro TV.
Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Well, I'm a research scientist. I work with Ghana Atomic Energy Commission.
Okay. So she's going to talk to us on authority. How does this affect your neighborhood?
First and foremost, there's serious health implications with what you can see. I don't even need to take you into the nitty-gritties of the situation. You can see for yourself, it's an eyesore. But to say that residents here are suffering mainly from the burning of refuse coming from the site. They dump all kinds of things, POPs, tires, plastics, and there's constant burning from this particular site. And you can see right behind here, resident, we have people living here, behind this site. So the wind direction is this way. So the wind is always blowing these fumes into our homes, and it's constant 24/7. Especially at night, they dump tires. People come back from as far as Agbogbloshie to dump tires here, burn under cover of night, and take the metals in the tires. I hear they sell them for money. But basically, we are suffering from inhalation of deadly and poisonous fumes coming from the site.
So just turn to our left, and right there you can see what exactly she's been talking about, evidence-based. And she also mentioned about constant burning. Right behind us too, you could actually see a number of stuff. The refuse is on fire as we speak, so the smoke keeps emanating or rising up, and at night then it becomes even worse. So tell us what exactly your association or the residents, the steps you've taken to ensure that.
We've written to the assembly to bring it to their notice. We have had series of meetings with them to tell them about the health concerns that residents have, which are really genuine. But unfortunately, it hasn't yielded any fruitful results. We know that the assembly are working hand in hand with the association to solve other issues, but this one is very close to our hearts. We are asking them to do what is necessary to make sure that this place is cleared. They need to clear up the place and shut down the place. As you can see, it's almost developing into a slum. If you're not careful, in a year or two, there'll be, other people moving in here, and then it'll be even more difficult to do anything about the situation. So we are not against anybody or any person settling here. We are worried about the piling of refuse and the constant burning and the smoke that we have to deal with constantly.
In times when you are compelled to shut your windows?
Yes, residents hardly open their windows at night, because at night, when they do burn a lot, at night, because they think it's dark, we can't see it. You can smell the fumes from your homes. So most of us sleep with our windows closed. If you dare open your window at night, nobody will tell you to shut them, to close them. So that's one of the things that we have to deal with at night. And our kids are having series of breathing problems. We have kids who have developed asthma in about 2 years. People complaining of respiratory tract infections. We have itchy eyes, itchy throat. You can see the effect of this on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
We have done an assessment of the area to test the level of pollution, and it's really high. Yes, we did some assessment of the area. In fact, not just of the gas, the air pollution, but also the masts and the radiation coming from the masts that are springing up every day, every night. You just see masts springing up in our neighborhood, and the levels are quite high. I have the report. The levels we are seeing are quite high, and it's our concern. So and you can see it's very close to the assembly. It's very, very close. So they should do something about it. We are very worried.
The municipal coordinator of LADMA, Owusu Frimpong Boydu, however, says the assembly will do its best to address the concern. Next to the last cemetery, which should be about 5 minutes walk from here. It's a heap of refuse where at night then they burn the refuse. They bring lots of ties there and then burn them, posing health risk for the residents. Honorable, has your attention been drawn to these problems?
I must begin by commending the residents, particularly the Residents Association, for their vigilance. That is what we expect, because such stands complement, the efforts of the assembly, at developing the area.
Okay.
In some places you see residents are adamant. They don't care about whatever goes on in their neighborhood. But I really commend them for their seriousness about things, about what we are doing. But if I should mention this issue of the refuse near the cemetery, what we're looking for now is for a skip, what we call a container, for the residents to drop their refuse in. Then at the end of the day, it will be picked to a final disposal site. It takes money. And we try, it's not only that area, we have other areas. So we just are trying to raise funds enough to be able to procure these containers. But meanwhile...
But how about those who bring ties and then have those ties burnt at the location? At times it's used to burn the refuse, but it appears others come all the way from Agbogblonshin or other parts of Accra just to burn and then take the leftovers for other businesses.
The report came to us. Yes, so we sent our environmental health staff to go and monitor. Yes, there was evidence that those things had been done there previously. But currently, that's not what's happening. Have you gone there to have a look at it yourself?
Yes, and I saw some ties packed there, but of course we couldn't stay to indicate that they were going to burn. But we saw the ties packed right there on the site.
They've been packed there for months now.
Well, our checks indicate that they haven't been packed there for months.
Well, that's about your checks. But we are also monitoring the situation because it's our duty. You understand? Well, now that you've said it, we'll go back and see. Anything at all can happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the vehicles, those who are turning streets into mechanic shops? We even cited one that they've parked a trailer, and then next to the trailer was a van, and there were indications or inscriptions that remove before 25th January 2018 by LADMA. And January has passed, a month on, and they are still parked there. Yes. There are sprayers too involved.
You realize that when you mentioned this thing to me, at first I was kind of challenging you, because I live in Chado myself. And to be honest with you, I haven't come across this vehicle that has been marked removed by whatever date you're talking about.
Yeah, and we have videos to them.
I haven't actually cited it. You understand?
Even after seeing the video?
I take it as an eye opener from your outfit. We will just go have a look at it and see what is actually happening and do something about it.